Hey there, let's talk about your bedroom. We're going to break down step by step how you can transform it from just a room where you sleep into a genuine personal sanctuary, a space that feels calm, elegant, and just deeply restorative.
So let me ask you this. When you walk into your bedroom at the end of a long day, does it really feel like an escape? If the answer is not really, then you are in exactly the right place. We're going to dive into a design philosophy called quiet luxury to get you there. And it's all about creating an environment that feels sophisticated and serene, without even trying.
Okay, first things first. Before we even think about picking out pillows, we have to understand the philosophy behind the style. It's so important to grasp the feeling we're aiming for here. Trust me, it has less to do with brand names and more to do with creating a very specific, calming atmosphere.
So what exactly is quiet luxury? Well, think of it as whispered elegance. It's this focus on timeless pieces, beautiful craftsmanship, and materials that just feel incredible to the touch. The whole point is to have a room that feels calm and refined, a space that doesn't scream for attention, but instead just gently invites you in.
Now for Section 2, building that serene foundation. Every great design starts right here. For our tranquil little retreat, this means we've got to nail two key elements before we do anything else: the color palette and the lighting.
These two are the pillars of the whole design. First, we're going to establish a super calm color palette to act as our canvas. Then, we'll layer in some warm, gentle lighting to get the mood just right. If we nail this foundation, everything else is going to build on it perfectly.
And would you look at these colors? We're talking cream, sand, soft gray, warm beige. What's so amazing about these shades is that they kind of quiet your mind. They reflect natural light so beautifully, and they just create this immediate sense of tranquility. It's the perfect neutral backdrop for all the rich textures we're going to add in a bit.
And this, oh my gosh, this shows you the power of lighting. You know that one single harsh overhead light? It can make a room feel almost clinical. The solution is all about creating a layered glow. Think bedside lamps, wall sconces, maybe a floor lamp. This approach creates these soft little pools of light that make a space feel intimate, warm, and just so wonderfully inviting.
All right, our foundation is officially set. Now for the really fun part. Section 3, where we get to focus on the elements you can actually touch and feel. This is how we bring in that super luxurious 5-star hotel kind of comfort, all by using rich, indulgent textures.
So we're going to build up comfort in 3 main layers. We'll start with the bed itself, layering on beautiful textures. Then, we'll add a soft, upholstered headboard to act as a cozy focal point. And finally, we'll ground the whole space with a plush rug to make it feel absolutely complete.
Let's talk about the bed, because let's be real, it is the star of the room, so it deserves a little indulgence. Think about layering high-quality fabrics, like some crisp Egyptian cotton sheets, a soft-washed linen duvet, and maybe even a cashmere throw. That mix of subtle textures, it creates this incredible depth and just makes you want to dive right in.
And that's really the goal, isn't it? This quote just captures it perfectly. The aim is a space that feels effortlessly elegant and comfortable, where every single element works together to create a true retreat.
You know, an upholstered headboard is such a fantastic addition. It adds instant visual softness. Whether you go for velvet, linen, or suede, it creates this graceful anchor for the bed and just makes the entire room feel more curated and warm, all without adding any clutter. Okay, the room is starting to feel incredibly cozy, right? So for our 4th section, let's complete the picture. We're going to add furnishings that bring in both style and function, all while keeping that amazing sense of calm.
Our next 3 steps are really about framing the space. We're going to hang long curtains to add a sense of grandeur, then we'll select some nightstands that are both beautiful and functional, and finally we'll weave in some natural materials to keep the room feeling grounded and authentic.
Okay, here's a little designer trick for you. Hang your curtains high and wide. When drapes go all the way from the ceiling to the floor, they make the windows feel larger and the ceilings feel taller. If you pick a soft fabric like linen, it'll diffuse the sunlight, filling the room with this beautiful, gentle glow. Your nightstands are a great opportunity to introduce just a touch of material luxury. So instead of something purely functional, maybe look for a piece that's made from solid wood or has a marble top. These small, well-crafted details really do elevate the entire feel of the room.
And to keep the room from feeling too formal or stuffy, it's so important to bring in natural, organic materials. A wooden nightstand, a little stone tray, those linen curtains we talked about. These elements add warmth and a connection to nature. They make the elegance feel welcoming and real.
We are almost there. And this final phase, honestly, it might be the most important one for achieving that quiet luxury feel. It's all about what you don't add. It's the art of restraint.
Yep, our final 2 steps are about curating, not collecting. Step 9 is all about choosing just a few meaningful objects to put on display, and step 10 is about adding a simple, living touch of nature to bring the whole room to life.
This is all about quality over quantity. Instead of just filling up your shelves, choose a few beautiful items that feel really intentional. A single sculptural vase, a small stack of books you actually love, a delicate little tray for your jewelry. Each piece should have room to breathe. And nothing brings a quiet room to life like a touch of nature. A really minimal arrangement of fresh flowers. Like just a few stems in a simple vase, it adds vitality and grace. It's a small detail, but it has a huge impact and makes the space feel so fresh and cared for.
And that really gets to the heart of it all, doesn't it? Quiet luxury isn't about what you own, it's about how your space makes you feel. When you practice restraint, you're allowing the beautiful textures, the warm light, and the few thoughtful details you've chosen to really shine and be the stars of the show.
So as you look at your own bedroom, what's one small, quiet detail you could introduce to start your transformation? Is it a new lamp for a softer glow? A beautiful linen pillowcase? Or maybe just a single vase on your nightstand? The journey to your own tranquil retreat, it always begins with that first simple step.